What's going on, everybody? This is the blockchain backer bringing you the latest cryptocurrency news and analysis. And today, we're going to take a peek around the market. The Bitcoin price action has been pretty chaotic today. We've been up, we've been down, and now we're kind of right back to where we started the day. Same goes for the rest of the cryptocurrency market with the altcoin market bouncing up and down. I have been busy today. I did put out the market update over here on bcbacker.com. November 30th, 2021, Bitcoin hit $69,000. Altcoin market cycle similarities to ending phases. That video is about 13 minutes long. It's available to anybody enrolled in the course and anybody who newly enrolls in the course over here on bcbacker.com. So I've been very busy this morning with that video. Not only that, I did put out 2 videos yesterday, so I'm kind of reaching my level of exhaustion so far. So this video probably won't be too long. One thing I did mention in yesterday's video was the buy one, get one free sale over there at Unstoppable Domains. They have extended that sale. You can still get a buy one, get one free crypto domain. They have other extensions as well, and those are good for today. So I don't know what time this thing is going to end, but they did extend the Cyber Monday deal till today. So down in the description of each of my videos, I do have a link right here to Unstoppable Domains to do the buy one, get one free sale, and a link to bcbacker.com. Otherwise, in regards to price action, I think throughout this week, it's going to be kind of the same messaging. And I know people get kind of annoyed when we were saying the same thing over and over and over again, but it's when we get to those pivotal moments, right? So we had a strong move down to one side. Now we're sitting here saying, okay, we need to reverse out of here. We need to pull out of here because we need to hold this price level. And that's really the general messaging that we want to see. We want to get confirmation that this is the bottom and the market's ready to rotate up. I spent time in yesterday's videos, the 2 videos that I put out, to show how in this phase of the market, and especially in the XRP video that I put out, this historically has been the moment where the altcoin market massively outperforms Bitcoin. So long as that we're in the phase of the market where we're going to end up stopping here and we hold for wave 4 on top of wave 1 to go on for wave 5. Historically, in these time periods, we see that the altcoin market will start to take off in here and it'll ride up with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has its large fall. The altcoin market does stumble here for a second, but as Bitcoin goes back into its retracements to retrace the entire fall before it heads off into a real bear market, when it pulls back up in here, this is where the altcoin market continues to take off, which I talked about in today's market update video that I did upload to bcbacker.com, and I did touch on this yesterday for XRP, that we can see in this moment right here before Bitcoin goes off to do its final wave up. You can see the big deviation and the breaking away that happens over here in the altcoin market, which is what occurred in 2017. And also this is what occurred back there in 2013, where the altcoin market broke away and really outperformed Bitcoin. So that's the moment that I'm in right now, waiting for Bitcoin to make sure that we do hold this price level. And that's really what I'm expecting for Bitcoin. And like I mentioned in yesterday's XRP video, it's not me being some type of negative Nancy on Bitcoin, thinking that Bitcoin's the worst thing in the world. It's that we're reaching out to the extensions, right? And right now you have to think about this, right? We're almost in December, right? Today's November 30th, tomorrow's December. It's been 4 years since the top of the Bitcoin bull run happened. We've spent the last several years saying it's 4-year cycles, right? Having to be patient to get to this moment. We're finally here. We're finally at December. What do you know? We're up here at the 4.236 extension. And what's the narratives out there for what everybody wants? Everybody wants Bitcoin to go significantly higher, hearing lots of talk of extended cycles that are going to last even longer, even though, we spent 4 years talking about 4-year cycles. I don't know if this thing's going to top here in December and if that's when it's going to be over and if the 4-year cycle stuff is true or not. But the thing is about this moment is, if this is all true, right? If we are sitting here waiting for Bitcoin to hold this level, to go off, have its final wave, it's the most exciting time of the cryptocurrency market that you get in an entire cycle. And I do understand why people want it to keep going higher. The vast majority of market participants all bought in right here. There's 2 places where all the new participants in this market bought in. They bought one when Elon Musk made the announcement, so that means they would have bought here This was all the laser eyes and diamond hands types things. And then this was the break through the 702 retracement. So they also accumulated all in here. So it's makes perfect sense that the vast majority of people want the prices to go significantly higher, considering that it's now been like 9 months since Elon Musk and Tesla announced their purchasing of Bitcoin. So there's a lot of people who have been in this market for 9 months and haven't seen a return. They want to see the prices go much higher. They like the idea of it going to $300,000. They like the idea of extended cycles because of the accumulation that they've done at these prices. And I'm not here to take a shot at anybody, but I'm just here to provide the reality of the situation is that there's 4-year block reward halvings. We're 4 years since the top of the previous bull run. We're just so happen to be up here at the 4.236 extension heading into December. So for that segment of people, that's not the greatest news. For the people who are in the altcoin market, it's the most phenomenal news in the entire world. Because if this does play out like it has, like it's played out in 2017 and like it's played out in 2013, this is exactly what happened both times when the top of Bitcoin came in and it led to an altcoin euphoric moment, was that Bitcoin was able to recover. It was able to take out the top of the previous high. It did pull back in here and it did hold that previous wave. So long as that previous wave holds, we are repeating exactly what we have done in 2013 and in 2017. And as Bitcoin breaks up and goes off into this moment, we would see the altcoin market absolutely break away from Bitcoin and go euphoric and see the Bitcoin dominance fall apart. That is exactly what happened in 2013. Right here, you could see exactly how that happened. Broke above the high, pulled back down below the high, held this wave, and then off it went with the altcoin market massively bypassing. And it also happened in 2017 at the same moment. During that pullback is when the altcoin market broke away. So from the bigger picture perspective, it's all very exciting right now for the altcoin market. I guess for Bitcoin it's exciting too. If it holds, then what happened in 2017 and 2013 is Bitcoin goes on to set a new high. It doesn't mean it's going to 200,000. It doesn't mean it's going to 100,000, but it does set a new high in both of those circumstances. But the true play is for the altcoin market. And it's really, really exciting if this is what's coming, because this is what all the waiting is for. This is what the years of patience is for the people who've been around for a long time. It all kind of comes down to this moment, and things happen really fast, right? If it does what it did in 2017 and 2013, it all just happens really fast. There's likely to be really good news narratives that come out at the exact same time. And I remember that exact moment in 2017, in November and December and January of 2017, and what it was like watching a lot of the Bitcoins just one by one by one going on massive moonshots. So I have my fingers crossed that that's the moment that we're at structurally from Bitcoin, structurally for the altcoin market. It's all lined up just like it is. But the story of the week is going to be the same messaging over and over again. And I can already tell it's going to be that level needs to hold right there for Bitcoin to confirm that is what we're doing. And that's the phase that we're in. Because in 2017 and in 2013, in both circumstances, we had this exact same thing happen. Bitcoin goes to an all-time high. Bitcoin pulls back to the top of this wave. Bitcoin goes on one final push. Altcoin market goes crazy with it. And so far, so good. It is following that precisely. But throughout the week, that's what we're going to be waiting on. And it means we're right on the heels of the most exciting time of the market, so long as we do hold it, which you could see right here in 2017, that moment right there. That's when alt season went crazy. And as you can see right here in 2013, that moment, alt season went crazy. And I point to this all the time, right? I point to this fractal, I point to this super cycle happening here in Bitcoin all the time. But hear me out on why it's a good thing, because I know that people love to hate on it. People love to say that's not what's going to happen. This is wrong. We're going to 200,000. We're going to 300,000. I'm going to show you why that is such a good thing to be happening in the cryptocurrency market. And if you've been with this channel a long time, if you took the BC Backer course, you know that I was looking for a 50% pullback to happen for Bitcoin. Why? Because that's exactly what happened in here. In 2017, there was never a pullback greater than 40%. There might have been 41%, but no 55 stuff, right? So I was looking for 50%. That's unusual for the people who think that we're doing something like this going to 300,000. There were no 55% crashes that happened in here, but there was one in this one, and that's why I was looking for it. I was looking for a 50% crash because it happened in here. I sold my Bitcoin and finished my exit plan at 65% selling at $58,000 because I expected the price to crash to 29,000. 29,000, a 50% crash. Price pushed up a little higher. It went to 64, but it still crashed down to $29,000. It still went to that price because it was following precisely this. But the reason why that's so good, and I'll put us on a smaller time frame, is that we can see exactly what happened in here. Is that in this moment, is that this 50% crash is where we get to this moment right in here, okay? That moment. So I'm in the belief that we're in this thing and that this is the moment where we're at right now. Look at the price over on the side of the screen. This is where I think that we are right now. And that moment is right here. So if we look at the altcoin market cap and we look at Bitcoin's price action from 2013, that's right here. This is the moment that I've been looking for the whole time. So I'm not shooting some type of hopium up your backside, trying to say that I think the altcoin market's going to go crazy. I've consistently for a year and a half been saying this is what I think's happening in the market. We get the big crash, we get this pull up, we get this pull back, and you can see it right here. It was this moment. It was the pullback and the holding on top of this wave right in here that started the altcoin madness. So when looking at this, I get it. If you're like all in Bitcoin, that's not the greatest thing in the world to be seeing. But if you're in the altcoin market, and if it's true, if it is following it, I have shown over and over again, this is the moment everybody's been waiting for. This is the moment we've all wanted. We've wanted Bitcoin to get this high. We've wanted Bitcoin to do this pullback because it was right there on that pullback in 2013 that got the altcoin market going. So if you understand why I'm excited, if you don't understand why I'm excited, maybe now you do. My opinion hasn't changed that I don't think Bitcoin's going to hit $100,000 because my opinion has been that this is what's going on in the market. But that's a really good thing. It's okay. It's fine. So long as you're in the altcoin market. Because even when we look at what's going on right now in current times right now, we can see the altcoin market had the big fallback right when Bitcoin had the big fallback. Bitcoin rises up, gets just above its all-time high, and pulls back to the top of this wave. Meanwhile, the altcoin market went up to new all-time highs and is still sitting here up in new all-time highs. And that's exactly what was going on down in here. And we can look at it just like this. You can see that Bitcoin fell, altcoin market fell, Bitcoin recovered, fell back below the all-time high, yet the altcoin market was still in the all-time highs, right? So the altcoin market was still up higher above its all-time high at this moment as Bitcoin pulled back down into here, just like what's happening up in here with the altcoin market still being up here in the all-time highs while Bitcoin has fallen back down below the all-time high but still maintaining this wave. So I'm really excited for it. I still stick with my same beliefs that that's what's going on with the market, is that we are heading in for the final phase of the Bitcoin bull run, but it's the most exciting time in the world. It's the most exciting time of an entire bull run for the altcoin market in this phase of Bitcoin. So that's what I'm hoping for, right? It's what we saw in 2013. It's what we saw in 2017. That's where I'm at right now. The big thing that we're all waiting on right now is for the altcoins to get going. Right now, you can look on the right side of that list. Do you see any altcoins going crazy? I sure don't. So I don't think it has started just yet. So it's still going to be this week of waiting and saying, Bitcoin, come on, hold this level. Because the fact that, none of these are really getting their big green lights to go yet, I'm not so convinced that Bitcoin isn't done scaring people. I think the second we start to see some of these really take off, that's going to be the confluence that we look for, which is what I'm always trying to do, right? I'm always never just focusing on one coin. I have, with my experiences, I know to really look around at a lot of different places in the market to have a bigger, broader perspective of market cycles and to know, let's look at other random altcoins and see, are they starting to take off yet? Right now, there's none of them taking off yet, so I'm not so convinced Bitcoin isn't done scaring all of us just yet. But the main theme of the week for Bitcoin, hold that price level. But all right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Again, check out friend of the channel, Unstoppable Domains, who are still running their buy one, get one free sale for crypto domains. There's a link in the description of this video to Unstoppable Domains. And otherwise, I want to thank you so much for watching. Of course, if you're looking for something to do, you can check out my website over here, which is bcbacker.com. This is a website that I put together a course where I deep dive into the previous Bitcoin bull runs, the previous altcoin market cycles, tying them all together to show how these market cycles have worked in the past. I talk about my personal exit plans in here, and I teach you how to set up your own charts and your own indicators so you can do your own charting in TradingView and CoinTrader Pro. I also talk about mathematics and percentages and why those are so important to me. And just a couple weeks ago, I added my exit plan for Ethereum Part 4 final update and the Blockchain Backer exit plan Part 4 progress update. And this morning, I added the November 30th market update. So all of this educational content is available to anybody enrolled in the course and anyone who newly enrolls in the course. In the market update, we did talk a lot about the things that we talked about today, so it kind of gives you an idea of what goes into those market updates. But otherwise, check it out at bcbacker.com. You can follow me over here on Twitter at bcbacker, and I want to thank you so much for watching my channel. If you could, please like this video and give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you could be notified of when I create new content and when I go live. As always, this is not investment advice and I am not a financial advisor. But if you ever need a pick-me-up or a little bit of reassurance, just remember that the blockchain backers got your back. Have a good one.